and I don't want to go over, so I'll go over here.
You're so considerate, Badger. I can see why Nova likes you.
Yeah, she does.
She's like
Under the guise of just getting a different angle on the view, Falk kind of idles over and stands behind Badger.
and nothing else.
Oh, we're so high up.
Yeah. I'm gonna go over there now.
Yeah, me too.
The two of you begin going over next to Jin. It's like there's not that much space up here, so there's only so many places you could go to.
Hey, get up! This is my bridge.
The funny part is, if I tried to push him, he would win 9 times out of 10.
Probably.
You just gotta save skill until you get that.
yeah, like Baldur's Gate 3. Yeah, you're right.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Yep.
I'm gonna climb down now, but you stay up here as long as you want.
Thanks, kiddo.
You mean climb down? You're welcome. You guys are left alone up here.
You think someone should go with the kid?
Well,
Didn't she say keep an eye on her?
Listen through.
I can go down. You going to climb down?
I don't think I'm much better.
that talk that Badger was having with Ava wasn't really private, right?
No.
No.
Then as she begins climbing down, I think Falk will say, Ava, are you all right?
I'm fine.
Okay.
Touching for all of you to care so extensively about me.
He glances northwards. Northwards. Can we see the Empire from here?
Probably,
not,
right?
Let's see.
Well,
Where is it?
yeah, what's the
No,
distance?
is she
from this?
homesick?
100 miles.
I
I
can see
mean-
mountains 100 miles from me, so
Yeah.
like from where I live. Like I could do it like if I were to go out my front door right now. So I would say yeah, you can probably see these mountains here.
I think he glances northwards. Wait, northwards. There we go. Jesus. And then back at her and says, "Home looks so small from up here.
It does.
I wasn't expecting to see it. On the horizon."
This has been an educational dream.
For better and worse.
Perhaps. She begins climbing down. Don't stay up there too long, you three.
I'm starting to get the nosebleed.
4. As your fish is climbing down.
Actually, that's a question I have. Has anybody looked weird at Ace? Or is it just like, it's just a dog?
I don't know, right? Because like
Like
they're
what's the cultural...
anthropomorphic, right? Like
They
the thing
probably
is, like,
keep hounds as pets.
that's what I'm wondering,
even-
right? 'Cause, like for a functional sense, like having hunting pets is productive for society. So I would assume probably okay. So,
It'd
yeah, there you go.
be like they have a pet monkey, you know?
Excuse me.
No, we hate the monkey people. They die.
No, I mean a person
There
having
you
a pet
go.
monkey. I see.
Thank God that they don't. That we aren't like them, because Dolly would kill herself. I'm kidding.
That's what folk will do when we get to Badger's chapter.
Oh, I'm a goblin.
No.
Play Brown's gonna shoot into my head.
You guys chill up there for a little longer. Is there anything you guys want to do up here?
I desire to examine the nature and the kind of supernatural elements of it to, I guess, parse out kind of what the Medusa tree is?
Ooh, that's okay. That's an interesting question.
Because it has the visual of being a giant tree,
A tree.
ergo the Medusa
Yes.
tree. Is it, in fact, natural? Is it alien in a strange way?
Ooh, okay. This is gonna take 3 separate rolls.
Oh shit, I didn't know I was gonna ask such a deep question right now. Alright.
It is a very deep question. Roll me nature, arcana, and religion.
Okay. Good, mid, bad.
That's gonna be that's a deep question.
You just
I'm
asked
happy you asked it.
what is God?
What is God? Well, with that fucking roll, I don't have a clue.
That's not great to start out with. They're cumulative though. Mid. By logic.
Natural 20 to bring it home? Fuck, alright, so
I know, we
Jin's
took
a
too
bit
long.
stupid.
We took too long.
So 12, 13.
Average of 12.3 or something.
Man, this is a weird looking tree.
It's hard to well, maybe it's not hard to comprehend, but it's hard to begin delving into such a topic, right? Because let's start the religion role. Newman don't have a general shared characteristic aside from they emit light that prevents the pitch, and some of this light isn't light. It's counter darkness, right? So there's some places, probably like here, if you were to put money on it, where the night is just allowed to be the night. That doesn't mean it emits light, it just prevents soul-sucking darkness, right? So it's hard to place what the Darkwood is in the Newman aspect, because you don't know what makes a Newman aside from that singular trait. How do Newman get formed? What happens when they die? These are lots of questions that theologists far and around probably debate. Unless they're from the Empire, in which case, praise the Emperor, they already know what's up. Hey. Going to Arcana. Actually, let's go to Nature. 12 in Nature. There has to be something naturalistic about the Medusa Darkwood, likely stemming from the magical nature of the peninsula as a whole. You can see that looking around. There are sites of power and magical imprint around. That's not to say any of those places could just magically suddenly become a Newman, though, right? But that is some causeway to it becoming a Newman, surely. Or alternatively, a side effect of it being a Newman. Don't know. So then we go to Arcana. This thing that you're on that looks like a tree but clearly has more underneath the surface. According to what Dahlia has remarked about her Newman, it is, I'll call it, distilled from the dead, or at least the souls of them, in this symbiotic relationship sort of way. Now, you yourself might have some general curiosity for personal reasons on matters of the soul, but again, going back to the Newman piece, souls have different interactions depending on what Newman they hearken from. You can figure out what it is for the Dark One. What happens when you die as a villager here, you probably just become part of the Dark One. So, in that respect, it's not natural. But there has to be some reason it does that is natural. A supernatural avenue for a natural necessity or desire, one or the other. How does this all combine? That is a million gold question.
And Jin, with mid as fuck rolls, doesn't really know.
Unfortunately so.
Yeah.
But yeah, could float it around, or maybe ask Dahlia herself. Like, she might have some deeper insights onto the Darkwood. Who knows?
Yeah. We can wax poetic about that some other time. Although I doubt he would be exactly quiet about these ponderings. If you guys want
You're sort of like muttering aloud, like,
yeah,
no. So yeah, then that means Badger and Falk, you guys do catch some of the ruminations of Jin as to what is a Medusa Darkwood. It's an interesting thing.
Well, both of them don't give a shit about what it is, because it's both fucking weird.
What makes you so curious?
Well, that's a good question.
Kind of looks around, not entirely sure how to answer it truly. Naturalistic things just catch my curiosity. They draw me in. So, a massive tree as a Newman is very appealing in a strange way.
part of me wonders if it's truly the tree itself that's the Newman. Think back to Kravos. Think back to Kravos. Mother Lady, what was it? Lady Modna? Mother Modna?
Lamada.
La Modna, thank you. Think back to Kravos, La Modna. She had that strange tree in the center of town, but I doubt that was her. The being that reigns over the town. Who's to say this dark wood, as they call it, is simply, like La Modna, the ear of something greater. Something for them to listen through, watch through. Or maybe it is the tree. Who knows?
Think a lot of wind out sail on that last note. It could be. Maybe it's...
I'll give you a reroll on one of your rolls, because he's 10 Quaid.
Assisting.
Helping the conversation?
Sure.
The discussion?
Do I gotta
You pick
pick, or you gotta...
You pick one.
We're gonna go with nature, because that's the one I have the best shot on?
Yeah, fair enough.
Just have to not roll a 4. Jesus Lord. Alright, there's the numbers.
Yeah, that's more than double better.
Damn.
Okay.
There's a factor of improvement there.
Yeah, Falk raises a good point, right? What are these black inky tendrils? Sap? Of the tree? Most trees don't expose their sap in this capacity. Albeit it's a Newman and it's on the Drigal Peninsula, right? But there's still why? And you've also seen it live beyond it by hundreds of miles with the center spawn, so maybe it's not sap. It's an extension of it, obviously, but not sap.
It's like a condensed life essence kind of thing.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Yeah. It's
maybe
It's liquid
maybe there's some credence to what Falk is saying. Maybe it's not the tree. It just utilizes the tree.
Maybe inhabits it.
Inhabits it.
Oh, it's like a almost like a parasite, and the tree the host.
Maybe. But then I introduced the question of why this tree? Or why a tree? Why any tree, right? Yeah. Answers and questions.
The machinations of a Newman are numerous and incomprehensible, but very interesting.
And you hit the nail on the head, as they say. Well, I truly am starting to get a nosebleed upon this. Do we want to get down?
Yes, I imagine getting blood out of a fur would be very, very difficult.
I don't have fur. I don't have fur.
Yep, to tell you it's not that cheap. And then he starts calming down.
I don't have fur. Take it back. Stay psych. Stay psych right now. I don't have fur. I'm a human being.
I'm a Spiarian being!
Actually, your cousin there, a goblin. You're an elf. So.
Ooh, awkward. So you guys begin climbing down, and you see Eva's playing some equivalent patty cake game with Petra.
Aww.
Oh, I know what you're playing. No, it's a game where you one person holds their hands out, palms up, and the other person puts their hands over that, palms down, and it's the goal of the person underneath to slap the person up top, and the person getting slapped to dodge it. That's what they're playing.
Alright, how many times does Eva let her win?
Does Eva let her win?
Eva is absolutely putting this Drake child in the dirt.
Get blocked! Fuck you!
It doesn't matter because this is a dream, right?
Yeah, but it would show
But
her...
that goes both ways, right? Does that mean she doesn't?
justification.
Does that mean she utterly doesn't care, or is it I don't have a track record here, so I don't give a shit about losing?
It is also a thing
roll-
of does she have slightly more humanity?
Nope. Oh no, she's fucking winning.
Destroy this child!
So yeah, it's come down to
Just sobbing.
you come down to Petra getting her paws that. Oh, you have to be faster than that. Are you all done up there? Please say yes.
Yeah, we're done. Yeah, we're done.
Petra tilts her head at you. Are you okay?
I'm totally fine.
You sound more nasally now.
No, I don't.
I think it's the nosebleed from the altitude.
Oh. It'll fix itself. And then she goes down. Eva stands up, having been sat on her knees or whatever. Dust off her knees. And you guys she blinks a couple times at you. You earned your one. And then she walks away.
You earned that shit.
She's right.
You're just right. Military Academy, child Eva.
Right. Yeah, right.
Military boarding school, Emmerich, right? Anyways. So you guys begin traversing down back to the main platform area with Petra pointing out in a perhaps TMI sort of way. She's just there's a bathroom, that's where so and so lives, that's where the lookout post. No, they don't live in the bathroom. Well, they have stomach problems, so sometimes we do say that, but so eventually you guys return back to the main platform, and Dalila, that's where you and Fayez are returning back to, and you see them coming down. So you guys are within line of sight of each other. Petra goes over to you, Dahlia. Did you stop by my cuz?
I did.
And did you like the plate?
She ate it.
That's
She's
good.
not much in a mood for visitors, though, so maybe we'll just
Oh.
let her be.
Roll me. What would this roll be? You're trying to overcome Petra's good nature, but her good nature is simultaneously advising her to listen to you. Does she think she's nah, I'd improve her mood? Is she like that? Go do shit? What? That's what I'm wondering here.
I imagine that she'd probably be like, "You're from another tribe. You don't even know."
Yeah, you don't know, Mike. In fairness, yeah, you're really close with Petra, so yeah, roll me a persuasion. Fayez will give you advantage. Yes, I believe your cousin was perhaps a bit sick. We have been to search some medicine, but it is best to not disturb her. So roll persuasion advantage. Thank God for the advantage.
Woo! Thank you, fine.
Oh. Alright. I'll maybe check in on her tomorrow then. That should be sufficient time. But that's really it with the tour. You guys probably already saw the stuff on the way up. More people's houses.
You know what? I am looking for something. I wonder if you'd be able to help me find it.
I know a lot of little hidden spots around the village.
Well, that's perfect then. I've come to the right lady.
She puffs out her chest proudly, yeah, you did. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I got a base.
She would begin describing the idol.
Okay.
I think she'd just straight up be like, "You ever see something like this?" And then describe it, because she's not going to try and pull it out and see if somehow she can make them perceive it, because I feel like
Whoa!
Two? Not two?
No!
Wow.
Which one would you like, GM? This natural 20 or this natural 20?
Oh yeah, I got it right here.
No. Wait, this is...
Lutherbu's like, kill.
Lutherbu's like, I told you we had a cure. Yeah, we couldn't stop it.
Did it in real life, now time to do it in a dream too.
I mean, it's good to know that if you roll 2 natural 20s, drop lowest one, it just drops the first one.
Yeah.
Does it grab the first one? It's grabbing the second one.
For me, it's the second one, but it might be
What?
a dark mode versus new UI thing. Yeah, it's... Don't worry too much about it. Don't worry about it.
The first one too.
Whatever. It's semantic.
I love me.
Uh,
I guess we'll never know.
oh, yeah, I think I recognize that.
Dread
One of
on
the-
her face. She's forgotten it.
Is it? She tilts her head. Is it something my cousin asked for? I was gonna bring it over to her later to see what she thought it was.
Why don't we take a look at it first?
Okay. Sure. Follow me. And you guys begin following her down to one of the lower branches, one of the lower boughs, and whoever hid this, and it is hidden, they did a very fine job of hiding it. It is a bit of a climb to access this cache, as in it's underneath one of the platforms of the tree village. So you have to almost betray your dog nature and embrace monkey in order to get to it.
Those motherfuckers.
It has a bit of a
Motherfucker
shimmy,
monkeys.
like a little shimmy along a slower, much thinner branch that leads to the bottom section of this. But it's so imagine like here, let's do like this is a isometric view of like a disc of the village, and you have this house built upon it, and so on and so forth, right?
Mhm.
The branch goes sort of maybe probably like veers into the platform a bit and then veers off and away, and so on. There are like lower branches that do like stem out from under it, and the way the platform, I don't know what color that originally was, the way the platform is built is they sort of dig into the side of the branch as the support braces alongside it protruding into the platform itself. In this diagonal support, like this little, like where like the little diagonal nooks would be, these little like places where you could wedge something, that's where the cache is. So super out of the way and pretty well hidden. And it's almost as if it took a natural 20 to find this Petra. Anyways,
Oh, that's great. That's valid.
so you guys follow Petra shimmying along this thinner branch. She does advise that maybe some of you, not naming names, Mr. Leyland,
stick back for a bit.
should maybe not do this because you might be too heavy.
Mr. Leland decides to guard our exits and make sure someone doesn't catch us doing secrety things.
Very good, very good.
He volunteers himself to do such.
This cache itself, it's not like it's a lockbox or anything. It's a parcel that's like wrapped up in treated leaves. You guys ever seen like banana leaves? Like that?
Yeah.
That sort of, yeah, like those things are durable as hell if you treat them
Hell
right.
yeah.
So it's sort of wrapped up like that. Not particularly huge or anything, but large enough to hold not just the idol, and yes, it is holding the idol right there, but also some other little curios, little trinkets, so on and so forth. But there it is.
Sorry, you said it's holding other things as well?
Yeah, it's like wrapped up. Like it's imagine like a present in Christmas. So the idol's not the only thing in the box. You examine these other bits and pieces. They don't look familiar. They're not yours. But they're definitely not. They're foreign to the village by their craftsmanship, and they're not congruous in their craftsmanship, right? I'm not saying this is exactly what it is, but imagine like, oh, this is like a Spherian trophy. Here's a Makar metal products. Yeah, like it's like odds and ends from around the place, which is very weird because it's not like you guys have like a trader, aside from your guys' deception, passing through here.
Definitely
regularly.
sets her on edge. You didn't stick this here yourself, did you, Petra?
Mm-mm.
These aren't yours?
No, this is well, maybe I shouldn't say. She realizes that she's betrayed secrets and trust.
Oh, no, why's that?
Well, it's not mine.
It's alright, I won't go tell no one. And I mean, you were gonna show your cousin anyway, weren't you?
I was.
Show off all your knowledge.
I was gonna try to get her to check it out. Rolling persuasion check out advantage. It's not a hard DC to trick this child. Once again,
It never
thank God,
is.
3 and 18, 2 and 17. I'm getting scared.
You're getting lower.
Stop!
Oh, this is one of my papa's friends. One of the other hunters.
Really?
I leave his name to you, but this would be one of your uncle's co-workers, so to speak. Probably a younger than your uncle, certainly, but probably a newer one. You don't need to give me a name right now, but that
I was gonna say I don't have a name because the way that I've been naming these guys, it's a little complicated.
Yeah, that's totally fine. But whatever name it is, she does produce it and give it to you.
Okay. I'll just call it the friend for now.
Yeah.
Would Dahlia know anything about that one? That person, that guy?
Roll me your history using charisma.
I hate doing that.
It's
Let's
guaranteed.
see.
It's guaranteed success, but we're talking what degree of success.
Yeah, so this is -3.
Oh boy.
-3 to whatever the roll is. History. So 7.
Oh, that's rough.
Isn't it just?
Roll one more time.
Okay.
Look review is curious as well.
Okay.
Yeah, better by 2,
9.
so 9. Again, it's guaranteed success. It's just what degree.
What
of
degree?
Success.
Yeah.
Ugh. You don't recall them too well. They're a little. The friend is older than you, barely, by I don't know, a couple years tops, maybe a few tops. They were well received but kept to themselves, if that makes sense, right? So whenever they would go out of their way to, I'll say, have social interaction like a psychopath, people liked them. They knew how to hold their own, so to speak, socially. Very athletic. Some people speculated that the friend would probably supplant, not in a violent way, but replace their uncle, as one of the lead hunters and so on and so forth. But despite how well received they were and how generally charismatic they were, they kept to themselves to the point where some people thought that made them a good hunter, right? Mm-hmm. That people pondered that, or rumored, gossip, whatever you want to call it, wonder they felt more in their element, in the element, right? They did not feel at their peak here in the village, which thus they made them prime candidate for being a hunter, being sent out regularly. Okay. Others thought it made them a bit weird, right? You shouldn't. You guys are naturalistic people. Don't get me wrong. That's good. You guys are naturalistic people, but there is a sense of community that, so to speak, separates the beasts from the people. There's some level of civilization and society and community that is what makes you so capable and so able. And to be a loner away from that, no, it's a bit weird. Not damningly so. It's just a quirk. So your village has a bit of a diverse take on the friend, but they can't deny that he has his virtues and values to the village.
There's a reason he's still here.
There's a reason he's still here.
How does the name Wister sound?
Wester? I like it. Wester or West?
An I.
Wister. My bad. Wister? Yeah, sure. Sounds perfect.
Cool. And he told you this? Or how'd you go about finding out?
Well, I didn't know whose it was. I was just sort of climbing around one day, and then I found it. I put it back the same as I found it, like Pa taught me. I just figured it was Wister's because of all the stuff in it. Papa always said that Wister liked collecting little trinkets and, trophies. And that definitely seems like it.
Wouldn't he keep it in his house if it was a trophy, though?
I don't know.
You ever see the inside of Wister's house?
Mm-mm. He shakes her head. I don't know how much Wister lives in his own house. He's always gone.
Dahlia nods, yeah, I know.
I heard that he has a place out there, like a little lodge.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. That's what the other kids say.
But who's telling you that?
No one?
No, come on.
She's like, I've snitched. I've broken the bro code. I have snitched. No.
How could I have done
No.
this?
All right, I'll drop it. I'll drop it.
Oh, thanks. Why do you want that, anyways? How do you know that?
I've got one just like this. Points to the.
Is it worth a lot of? Is it worth a lot? Worth a lot of meat?
Maybe
maybe I'll-
not.
Maybe alchemy ingredients. That's why I figured it might have been. And look at it. It's all sleek and stuff. Sort of like some
Sure.
plants.
Sure is something. Have you ever seen anyone snooping around here other than yourself?
Mm-mm. Shakes her head. Just me. Well, I guess all you now too.
Nod. You know,
You're
if
holding-
this is...
You're holding the cash, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you make me a You're gonna hate me saying this. Can you make me a charisma save?
Crash!
Handling cursed objects.
No! What? No!
Brother!
No! No!
Red zero.
Damn second. No, give me a damn second. I can't do that.
This is a dream world, Nina. What's the worst?
If we die in the dream world, we die in real life.
I
Chris
mean,
is
yeah.
probably working too. I'm not risking that shit. Are you kidding me? Don't laugh evilly like that. Okay, let's see. What do I have here?
Is this a
I
bad
don't have
time?
everything, but I'm just looking at.
This is a bad time for me to say Garth taking inspiration for asking a good question earlier.
Hey Nina, do you want this Nito inspiration?
Oh no,
that I have?
you can't give it any now though.
Don't
Oh.
give to her.
It's a special inspiration. You
Hey,
can't.
Crash, can I roll a charisma save on behalf of someone? Just wondering if that's a mechanic.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
Ah, sick, dog.
Well, who are you rolling on behalf of though?
Falk for when we have to go to the Goblin Land.
Oh yeah, he's
Catching it early, you know?
yeah, he's gonna need that. Yeah, you're right. I hope you roll one as well. That was so fucking.
I'm just gonna roll it again.
I think that'd be a good call. Okay, so
At least it's not a 0. At least it's not an actual 0.
It's 2 1s.
Yes.
That's better than no ones. Technically. I don't care if that succeeds or not. Well, I
Yeah,
care.
it doesn't. it doesn't, but it's better than a nat one. Also, Garth,
Better
take another inspiration. One that you're actually meant to have, as opposed to immediately deposit it with another player.
Oh, don't mind if I do. Thank you, Captain.
Yeah, that's good. I did think that was a good question, so I was like, oh yeah, I should give him an inspiration. Then I lost myself. So 11. As you take hold of this idol. Oh, wait a minute.
No.
Well, I need to think.
Thinking's never good. When does
The
thinking ever
11
help someone?
The 11 is not a success,
Mm.
but Lochavu would have conferred you advantage. So if you want to still have used that inspiration, you would re-roll it again with advantage. Because Lochavu is a part of your soul, which this thing is influencing. So thusly, Lochavu is not giving up its lease on your soul for another motherfucker. So Lochavu would give you advantage.
I would take that.
Okay,
roll again at
then
advantage.
yeah.
Whew.
Yeah,
They both ends of the
Lochavu.
spectrum, baby.
Lochavu, you a real one. Okay. That
That's what
changes
we're trying
things.
to figure out right now.
Yeah, I guess so. As you take hold of this dark idol, you see its purple, mostly lusterless material change to a glowing, not particularly brightly, but a dimly glowing red coloration. Like you just hit an alarm on some shit. And for a moment, you see some energy shoot up your arms, and you can see the lining. And let it be known, it's not like lightning scar lining where it's like all chaotic and jagged and all this way. It looks more akin to circuitry. Like it's very geometric and designed. A lot of circles. Or half circles. It shoots up your arm only up to like, not even your elbow. Like it shoots up your hand to like halfway between your elbow and your wrist. And it just gets halted there. And you hear Lo Chervu very angrily and annoyedly say, "Oh no, you don't, you son of a bitch." And then the lines return back, like Tron, just go back down your hand, back to the idol, and it turns off, back to its original form. All this happened in the span of like 1 or 2 seconds. Petra looks at you in awe. How'd you do that? You don't know. Yeah, you know in your heart of hearts it didn't get purchased, but whatever it was, I mean, you already knew that something was in there. Whatever it was, yeah, ain't good for you.
Definitely quickly wraps it back up. Petra, this isn't a good thing to handle. Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
Denver.
Yes.
Eva points at the mushroom.
Look at it.
It's spewing right now. Maximum spewing!
I hate that. I hate that.
Perhaps things are different now. Perhaps the objective has changed. In a manner similar to what you guys did with Caradoc.
To do a little bit of testing, I guess. Does it seem to be the parcel / what I suspect to be the idol, or is it... I guess my main question is, does it involve Petra at all? Like, if she moves away from Petra, does it change?
So, the original trigger was, I guess, a combination of the location Petra and the idol.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You have fragmented the timeline, so thusly now the objective is solely the idol.
Good. Okay. I imagine she took a couple steps away or something to figure this out.
Yeah, I think Petra is a bit concerned as to what the fuck is going on, so she's off and away back on the main branch next to Jin, who's going to the ocean.
Okay. So I mean that's a decent distance away.
Yeah, the mushroom isn't reacting to her gaining distance.
So then, I mean, if Dahlia can find somewhere to sit and lay out the parcel, the idol, etc., in front of her on a branch,
Yeah,
so that she's not
easy.
touching it, but it's open, she would do that.
Yeah, it's easy. You'd have to
is
go
what
back
we're
on
here
the main, not the main platform, but to an actual platform. You don't have the width to do it, or the slopage to do it here.
Falls off. Ah, fuck. Now I gotta go down and get it.
Climb all the way down into the swamp. It's like dropping
Search
something in Minecraft. Yeah, it's gonna be a pain in the ass. You guys are convened around the Dark Idol on one of the tree platforms. Faiz is keeping tabs on Petra and making sure she stays healthfully away from it.
Healthily away and also doesn't grab anyone to intervene, hopefully. Not that I think she would, but...
No, she's locked in on this. She's like, oh.
Ooh, you're activated.
New cool stuff happening.
I feel like I should be interacting with things and losing my face.
Locked in. That should be a soundboard sound. Anyway.
We'll get to that later after session today.
Yeah.
Which we will wrap up after this, so.
Okay.
This will